drop any frames, despite the fact that my computer decided to try to drop some streams and be all like antisocial and stuff.
Yep. So Sinistro's telling me the Gamja game here. I'm talking to Gamja right now, but he seems very skeptical.
What do you mean? In what way? About the game happening?
He's like, "Do I know you?" So he. Yeah, so let me see here. Oh, C-Tone's here.
Oh, nice. Well, we've started the stream, so we'll have to go ahead and get the... you know what? I could actually stop the stream and restart it under that if necessary. But for now, we're going to hang on. We're going to keep moving forward. Stream online on TL. Okay, there it is.
Yeah, let's see here. Talking to Sinistro now, trying to see how we're gonna do this, just because I don't think Gamja believes me.
That we're actually casting this?
Yeah. I mean, it's to be expected. You got a big tournament like this. You got like players from all over the place,
and the $300 prize pool, no less.
Yeah. So obviously, he's probably skeptical that I'm probably someone's teammate who's feeding information, but that is definitely not the case.
No, because we have to be intelligent and think and have brains to be able to feed information. But Pastor and I don't have those. We're just kind of like a zombie who just like spouts random StarCraft terminology for your entertainment. That's sort of how this goes.
Yeah, and I do not doubt that. Let's see here. He's still on. Wait, what? Okay, I think there's a bug. It keeps saying he's in a score screen.
It's possible.
Can me and co-caster get invite? Okay. Okay, so C-Tone says that's fine. Okay, so we got Gamja here into the. Let me get you the invite.
All right, that's fine. By the way, I like how I did message C-Tone just now just to let him know that we're going to use my personal stream for the time being. I apologize if you to the ESL and to the Gauntlet organizers if you guys were expecting to actually see it on the actual Gauntlet SC2B stream. But we couldn't get some of the technical stuff worked out, and so we just decided to go ahead and launch with it so that the tournament wouldn't be held up and the players would get their matches casted.
Yep, and this should be an interesting one. It's a ZVZ, and I've actually played against Zeldarin before on ladder. He's actually a really nice guy.
All right, so let's see here. Who are we looking at? All right, so you're 3, you're 4. No, you're 3. Okay. All right, so it looks like we're gonna get into this. Hold on. You're technically an admin. Are you an admin for this tournament though, or is it just Sinistro?
Technically I am.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't want it to make anyone rifts just because they're a little bit worried. Gamja is a Korean, I believe. And you know how skeptical these guys are when they go to some of these tournaments online, because there's always someone trying to steal your builds.
Yeah, well, we're not like that. Trust me, I'm like a gold platinum leaguer.
Build if we wanted
I know exactly. It's like we couldn't pull it off because we only have 5 fingers on each hand. You know, that's a sad thing, but we know Koreans have got at least 6. I mean, this is a known thing, right?
Yeah.
That's how their APM is so high.
Of course.
All right, whoa, hold on, my screen goofed there briefly, sorry, but here we are, guys. We are starting. Let me make sure the music is running. Oh, I forgot to do my game heart overlay. I will do that next game, guys. I apologize about that. But starting down here in the lower right-hand corner, it's our Korean Zerg player. He's red. It is Gamja.
And his opponent, he's a little bit lower in league to Gamja, but he's not lower in determination. It's Zeldarin.
Nice recovery there, by the way.
Yeah, like it's really hard because I was about to say something really mean, but I can't do that because he was so nice to me when I played him on ladder. So
you're like, You're like, he's so short, he's under 5 foot, and he's the Blue Zerg player. It's like something awful like that.
Yeah, maybe. But everything's starting out pretty normal here. Hatch first from both player at 16. So, I mean, this is not really common in Legacy. Well, actually, it may be. So at this point in the beta, pretty much everyone's still trying to figure out what's going on. You pretty much have a lot of things figured out, but you still need to refine it with all the balance changes that keep coming in, like the recent one that just happened yesterday.
Yeah, sorry, by the way, I wanted to say that, by the way, thank you, Oslod, for correcting that. I had not updated the details on my stream dashboard, so everyone thought I was playing Rocket League just now. I'm not playing Rocket League. I've updated it now to indicate that it is the StarCraft 2 Gauntlet Cup. What I will do, Pastor, is after this match, or after this series, I'm going to go ahead and actually restart the stream so it has the correct name on it, just to let you know. So it'll only take a minute. There is a 90-second delay, so you guys will actually not see us for about 3 minutes, but that's no longer than a standard commercial break anyway.
Well, I thought we had to have 2 minutes.
Sorry, 4 minutes total then. 2 minutes for my stream to run out and 2 more for it to start up. So sorry. Yeah, sure.
It's cool. It's cool.
So I apologize. This was all set up really kind of in a. I was asked to do this at somewhat short notice, and I was still eating my Wheaties in the morning, boys. So we're lucky we have a stream currently. But anyway, if there's any issues you guys see, either audio, video, stuttering, I'm too loud, Pastor's too loud, the game isn't loud enough, something like that, please let us know. I can adjust it on the fly so that the experience is good for you guys. Anyway, we see the standard sort of ZVZ stuff that you see out of the beginning, where basically you go for, you know, a hatch and a pool, and everything kind of evens out by the sort of like the late early game, you know?
Yeah, I mean, Gamja is going to get that tech up a little bit quicker here with that Baneling Nest. So that's going to pretty much defend him against any kind of early aggression, but it doesn't look like there's going to really be any of that out of Zeldarin, you know? He doesn't want to really overextend his position here, because the minute you overextend versus a player like Gamja, you're dead, pretty much. It may be a slow death because he wants to play with his food, but you can't give him an edge.
Play with his food. I didn't realize... Well, I guess Zerg are cannibalistic. You got the Vipers that basically leech off of the, excuse me, that basically leech off the building so that they can recharge their energy. So, do you think that we're gonna see what I did a Legacy of the Void tournament last month, you know, the Midwest Cup, and that one basically we did a best of 7 in less than an hour and 15 minutes, and they played all 7 games, by the way. Because it was still very, like the mirror matches are still very much the way they were in Heart of the Swarm, where you're just like, I'm just going to take some entry-level units, like some Roaches, some Lings, some Banelings, like those sort of like starter units, and I'm going to go do my attack. Even like mid to late game ZVZ still ends up with a lot of like Roach on Roach, and it's more like who's got the Roaches or the advantage upgrade. I haven't seen a ton of that change in Legacy of the Void, mainly because it's just so standard. You get to those units so much quicker. You know, like, yeah, Ravagers and Lurkers are cool, but at the same point, you know, what's the point, really? Like, why go to that tech level when you're not dealing with Observers or Terran Air or, you know, like Protoss Cannons or some kind of, you know, hokey stuff like that?
Yeah, but we like, one of the big things that's been happening with ZVZ, it's transitioned both from that Roach War into more of a Spire battle. Like, I've seen a lot of streamers, a lot of players doing Mutalisks instead, just because you can get them out a little bit quicker, because you have, well, a lot of players have a lot of extra income these days, just because the mining starts off so much quicker and they don't really have their timings. Those Banelings, if those guys get the hits...
that is the entire army for Zeldaran.
Yeah, you lose entire map vision here. And, I mean, it's going to be really hard for Zeldaran to counter here, just because now you're going to have things that shoot up versus things that don't shoot up. Roaches versus Mutalisks. And, I mean, Gamja is going to kind of do some fake pushing here. Good wall off from Zeldarin, but unfortunately the Queen is going to get picked off here.
Oh, Baneling hits!
Yeah, so this is good for Gamja right now. He's thinning the ranks pretty much. And there's not going to be really too much to answer for those Mutalisks that are on the way. You got the Roaches, which can turn into Ravagers, but those are really hard to get to shoot up with their Corrosive Bile.
Yeah, and they just got their range nerfed actually recently. They did go up to, I think it was 13 originally. Well, they got a boost to get the range up to 13, which matched siege tanks, and then they got it jacked. Then they got it repealed back to 9, which is the range of basically a Colossus with the thermal lance upgrade. So while range 9 is not bad, the ability for the units like Mutalisk to get out of the way is very, very easy. You just do a quick little split. Oh, wow. Nice pick off, actually, the Overlord. I didn't see it over here, but now Zeldarin's actually supply blocked by quite a bit. He's down by 12, so that's going to require at least 2 more Overlords, which is going to be 2 less Roaches he's going to be able to make, actually, into this.
Yeah, and this is going to be so dicey right now. We got the Spore Crawlers going around, but they're not the same. They take a little bit longer, so he's going to have to focus on his queens. Yeah. And if you get queens picked off here, it's going to be really hard for your economy. He's only got 3 so far. He needs to pump out maybe a couple more, but he's going to go for that Spire Tech, try and catch up.
Oh, he picks off one of the queens. The second queen's going to go down, and with that Spore Crawler not being in position, there's literally nothing to stop these Mutalisks. Like, I hate to say it, but Mutalisks get infinity kills versus Zerglings and Roaches without anti-air.
Yeah, and now that Spore Crawler is out of position. You can go around the back and start hitting this mineral line. Well, Zeldarin's only on 2 bases. He can't afford to lose drones right now. So Gamja is starting to dance around with these Mutalisks, getting all the damage he can done. And, I mean, this is really hard. See, Zeldarin even is forced to counterattack here.
Yeah, he's got to draw these armies back. You're totally right. Absolutely. If he doesn't draw this army away and stall these Mutalisks, and he does send a few sacrificial Roaches and Lings back there just to get about half his army out of the way. I mean, if you look at the base, I mean, Gamja's cleaning up some Zerglings that ran on the base, but I mean, these Roaches are basically going to die. He's got to do something. He's got to stall for time, but in the meantime, he's losing his entire army. If you look at the units lost tab, he has got 3 times the value and double the army supply lost in that. And, you know, Gamja just smells blood and is like, screw it, I'm going over here and I'm going to do a Ling run by.
Yeah, from here, the Meal's going to try and pick off that Overlord, maybe, but no. From here, he's going into Lurkers, so the clock is really ticking here. The Spire did complete for Zeldarin, but he's not really able to use it.
Yeah.
He's got the Larva, but unfortunately, he's just paying attention heavily to this attack here, because if you take your eyes off this army, you lose, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because there's just way too much here for Gamja. And so from here, he's got to get that Mutalisk count up. He's got to maybe bait them into the Spore Crawlers to do a lot of damage. And what he's doing here, also Gamja that is denying vision here.
Yeah.
Zeldarin still on 2 bases, and he can't see anything.
He is blinded. I hate to say it, but this is how it feels like to be Terran without scans. But, I mean, he takes a 4th. I mean, Gamja is very comfortable here. He takes a 4th base. There's very little threat here. I mean, he just keeps making more Lings and Roaches, and while he's got a half dozen Mutas out here, Gamja has
more.
3 times that. And, oh, they go on A move, and they get picked off, and then they A move again, nothing. And these Mutalisks basically die a meaningless death, and Gamja can basically just walk in and kill this. There's no amount of Spore Crawlers or Queens that are going to be able to stop this. I mean, he wants to keep it, and Zeldarin knows that, and GG is called.
Gamja takes game number 1 in convincing fashion. Zeldarin didn't play that out badly at all, really. He just took a few engagements he couldn't there. I mean, he did a few things right. He got up to that lair tech early, but he just chose the wrong tech path, unfortunately. He didn't really get a good scout off of that Spire, so he didn't know to go Mutalisks himself, keep pace with that, get some queens. So that's really what killed him there. And the fact that Gamja is OP.
It's just the fact that there are those 5 letters arranged in order makes him OP, right? Give me 1 second here, guys. I gotta change my overlay real quick. It'll only take me a moment here. The overlay. I wanted to do the Game Heart overlay. There we go. Accept that. Turn that off. 1 second. I am not in the... Well, I guess the parties are all handled kind of weird and different here now. So what I need to do is I need to leave. Can I leave this group?
Which group?
No, all the other groups I'm a part of here. Where's the... Okay. So, anyway. What is this?
Yeah, now we're just going to... trying to get into game number 2. Just waiting for the invite. I think it's going to take a second.
Yeah, give me 1 second here.
So how's everyone doing today? You having fun yet?
Yeah, go ahead. If you guys are in the chat, go ahead and say hello. Go ahead. I will after this best of. Is this a round of 3?
Yeah, best of 3.
Okay. So after this round of 3, I'm just giving everyone a heads up. I'm gonna have to restart the chat, or I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to restart my stream so that the title of the stream is actually correct. Now I know I adjusted it, so people who are to come in now and look at it would see it, but I think Twitch only registers it once. So what I'm gonna do is I'll end the stream and then come back so I have the correct title. So it might be a little bit, but we will get through this. So this was all kind of not thrown together, but I was asked to assist kind of late, and I trying to whip up a stream and have all the right overlays and everything. Sometimes you make a few mistakes, and so I made a mistake.
Yeah, no worries about it. Was that a best of 1? I hope not.
I can't. You know what? There is that. I don't know where the. There's no. I don't know where I can find if that's a best of 1.
It's a best of 3.
It is a best of 3. Okay.
Yeah, we're just waiting on the invite. Let me see if I can find Zelda in here. No, both of them are MIA.
Let me do this. I'm gonna say this. Where's the Gauntlet Cup? Here we go.
Where is Gamja? I don't want to be in looking for a team. The thing that sucks about this new overlay as well is that you automatically get put into looking for team every time you get out of a game.
I know. And you get put in the general chat too in Wings of Liberty. Sorry, not Wings of Liberty. Sorry. If you go back to Heart of the Swarm, it's now got all the Legacy of the Void like overlays and everything. Let's save changes. There we go. I have now updated my Team Liquid streaming status and added myself to the live event. So that's good. Awesome.
Okay, so Gamja is still MIA, I think. No, there he is. Custom for 12 minutes. Wait, what? Did he leave without us? He may have left without us.
They started. Why didn't they re-invite us?
Oh, that's fine. Let's just get a new one.
Actually, I may restart the stream if that's the case, so I can get the correct title. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is give me. It's gonna take 4 minutes. 4 minutes. So it's 2 minutes from when you see this message. It's gonna keep running it, and then it's gonna take 2 more to start it up. So give me 2 minutes to restart the stream, so it has the correct. Oops, I just whacked the mic with my hand. To get the correct stream title out there, so people can look it up on Twitch. So 2 minutes, and I will be right back. This is the Gauntlet Cup SC2.